Right, we're back at going towards her house. Now, in the last one, I did a video and I was going to do a chat and start the video chat, blah 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 there, but I felt really uncomfortable. There was a weird vibe and I just wanted to get leave, to be honest. That was a place called Ackham, I think. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. But the reason I've gone there first is because that was where the pub was done over. There was a pub called the Ackham Pub or something, and it's changed names now. So, in fact, I forgot what I've just been there, forgotten what it's now called. But the other side of it is the newspapers report that she was there for a few weeks on and off before she disappeared. Now, presumably, the way things work is the police know a lot more and they're not going to release stuff to the public. That's how it normally works. So, anyway, so to begin with, I did a video a few days ago and I was a bit lazy. I was in York, so I just GPS'd the where I thought she'd gone to, which wasn't the actual route. I only noticed when I got back. Silly me, but you never know. It's still interesting to see where she may have gone. According to the GPS, that was the shortest route, but a few people have told me that since 2009, buildings have been put up. So when I went there, I think it was 2009, she disappeared. Buildings have been put up, so you got to remember, when I'm doing these vids, things may have changed since. Now the other thing is, we must keep an open mind. We have to also remember the police, as I've said, will have more information than they'll tell the public. They just release what they feel the public need to know. So I think a lot of people often criticise the police without realising that. Now they may even have a suspect or suspects, but the problem is, because there's been a few arrests, but the trouble is, unless they've got the evidence, there's not much they can do, even if it's circumstantial. And I suspect a lot of the information they've got may be just circumstantial. So I'm doing this in several parts. The first, hopefully I've got enough battery. The first part was, well, if you ignore that walking I did because it was a long one. The first part was going to the again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it Askham or something area. Now, according to the Google Maps, it's about an hour and a half walk from her house. And as I say, it was reported she was there a few times. And again, I presume the police know who she visited, because they can usually trace things. When I worked for the phone firm, they told us that all your calls, where you go to, is all logged, and it's fairly accurate. And so, and there'll be, I think they keep months, if not years, of this data. Now, so that was part one. Oh, by the way, something to make now. It's not clear really what the colour of her hair was. There's a few different conclusions. Some of the pictures this show her with a brown hair, others with blonde, because I think for some reason, even though she had her hair done in a salon 3 weeks earlier, there's indication she dyed her hair or used some blonding lotion to change her hair colour, and she did that herself for some reason. But by the way, if I stop and start, it's because people are around, it gets a bit awkward. But yeah, there's some suggestion the pictures might not be accurate with her hair, so, and there's been, I think her mum was complaining of that. Apparently her mum read the newspaper. Hang on, so I can cross here. Right. Whoa. Now this is part 2. The reason I'm coming here was this one over there, hang on, makes it a bit awkward, is somebody died who apparently knew her only 3 weeks after she disappeared. Now I believe that it was natural causes, but hang on, people are watching. Gets a bit awkward when people are around. Yeah, now I'll put the details. I can't remember offhand the names. I won't pull my phone out trying to look at English. No one notices me. I've got a mic with a big dead cat on, so it sticks out of my mouth what I'm doing. But mysteriously, there's some suggestion he might be the one walking around because he owns some buildings. So we'll do that route. We'll go round the area from where he may have started. I think he lived here before he died. I don't know if he died 3 weeks after or if he was just discovered 3 weeks after. It's very mysterious. This is all mysterious. Let me think. I think I'm on the correct road. It's a long road. Let's do it. I've set it recording already because you might as well all the angles. Hopefully we can avoid the rain. It's been raining the last hour, so hopefully I press record. I've done that before. I could do all this and find out press record. And again, it's I'm trying to get away with people not noticing me, but I've got this big mic in my hand. Let's see. I might have gone too far. Let's see what the numbers are. I'm terrible working out what side of the road houses start at. Hold on. Yeah, I think I've still got further to go. What we'll do is we'll try and walk around the area and see. Again, we have to keep an open mind. It's just, this case is very strange. There's so many bends and turns in it. For instance, her friend, she was murdered by a bloke not so long ago, whom I think may have known her. Hang on. Now, her friend lived in Malton, I believe. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the interesting thing is, you can get the bus. It's the bus that goes to Leeds to Scarborough, and I think Leeds to Whitby. I think that's correct. Basically outside her house. There's 2 stops from what I gather. Hang on. I think we've gone too far. Don't know if I'm on the right side. Again, I never work. I'm terrible at working out what sides. Right. Let me have a look. I think it was that house. Right, so what I gather is, the suggestion is this guy who died owned a few houses and he regularly checked up on them. Hang on, let's just wait for him to walk past. We're back. As I say, it's a bit awkward to talk when people are around. Now, from what I gather, sorry, lost my track then. From what I gather, he regularly checked on property. Don't know if that's true or not. And there's an image of somebody looking around a house. Now, some are suggesting it's him. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not. Just checking on. But again, I thought this would be the route he might have taken. So if there's any squeaking, I think I sorted out what the noise was the other day. I've got a strap on this camera and it's it were hitting. Every time I moved. So hopefully there won't be any noise today. Looks like it's going to rain. So on this video we're just going to walk around the route he probably took if he did it that night, and we'll just start because the other day I didn't actually go around the back. I don't know if you can or not. You know, it just feels a bit weird, but I thought, well, let's come film. There's a squeak somewhere. I think it's this bag. I don't know if it's picking up. Hang on. Right. Hopefully that stopped it. Hopefully I'm not affecting the mic too much. Right, now we're going onto the street she lives on. Again, this is where I came the other day, started off. Oh, hang on. There's kids in the school, so I'm going to try and aim the camera away from them. Oh, look a bit weird, I'm walking the side on. past the school, so we're okay now. Now this is the famous Nag's Head that apparently 4 people arrested who attended. It's all very strange. That's the back of it. I won't go in because hang on. We're walking past her house now. Now this is why I didn't go the other day, and perhaps I should have done, just to show us what's behind. I think there's a lot of squeaking again. There we go. Aha. Now, on some videos, I think this is the angle you see somebody looking down. But there's a camera up there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. I'll try and... If you can't see it on the camera, there's can you see the sign in front that says "Welcome to Lyons Court"? Above it, there's a camera there. Actually, this is where the other day I was going to park. Actually, private parking. I've lost track now. Oh yeah, we're going round the back. Let's see. So the guy disappears for 1 minute. Oh, well, whoever's on the video seems to disappear for 1 minute and then appear. That's what the footage you see. Again, is that correct? Is it a minute? It's believed to be a guy. Don't know. Sorry, this squeaking's going to drive me nuts. Let's see if I can stop it. Ah. Interesting, isn't it? Starting to rain. I have to hope it doesn't hit the lens. Well, I wasn't expecting this, folks. Now again, 2009, this might have been looking a lot different. I don't want people knowing I'm here. I want to wait for him to disappear. Now I don't know if you can see, it's hard to tell what this is recording. I think hers is the middle house there, it's hard to tell. It's all weird, isn't it? I wasn't expecting it to be like a building site. Presumably all these buildings have been searched by the police. Now this is apparently a student accommodation. I think that's what it is.